Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Oscar Buzz, and we are talking about the trailer for The Color Purple, one of the big Oscar contenders of this year, and I think the trailer only enforced that. It looks really, really solid. Let's talk about this trailer.
I agree, but I think this solidifies it. Interesting, they are clearly trying to hammer home the idea that this is a bold new take. It was appeared trailer like 3 times, but I think that's good. That is exactly what you need to stop all the criticisms that, do we really need another color purple? Will another
Right.
color purple really work at the Oscars or whatever? Like, this is clearly a new take on the source material. It's clearly, with this directorial revision, I think that is probably the most important thing to note. This looks like it's got a clear directorial revision. Like, a
Oh,
lot of the
Blitz,
shots look
whatever
really.
Blitz looks incredible.
Exactly. Some of the shots are just really quite magnificent. And
Yeah.
it also looks to be a showcase for a lot of talent. It is interesting. They're showing a lot of faces in the cast, which obviously
Halle
not
Bailey,
always the best
especially.
thing.
Halle Bailey.
Yes, exactly. There are some people that are favored over others. It's not always the best thing when you do have a larger cast for in terms of acting. Buzz, it's maybe hard to coalesce around some people. I don't imagine that will be a problem with this film. But yeah, it is showing a lot of different faces, a lot of quite very high star power individuals. So yeah, I mean, it just looks like an Oscar-y type film, which is great. It looks like it'll be really good. And so yeah, not too worried about this one
And
at all.
like Fantasia Barrino looks like
Yeah.
fantastic. Like really, truly fantastic. She's our current front runner for Best Actress, and I see no reason to change it after this trailer. Like she looks really, really special. Colman Domingo as well. Good to see. Good to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, also just like the production design, the costumes, as we said, the cinematography. I'm sure the editing will be incredible. And like I know I'm excited to see where they take this story because I feel like there's going to be almost like kind of what happened with like West Side Story, where like it follows the same narrative, but a lot of the like political commentary and like historical context was reframed a bit.
Yeah.
I could see a similar thing happening with this.
Yeah, and I mean, even just I think West Side Story, obviously, it looked a bit more technically impressive, the new one. I think that's hard to argue with just because
Yeah,
of the given the advancement in technology and stuff like that. So it is sometimes just worth retelling these stories. And yeah, I agree. I feel like Blitz will add something a bit more to it. The story will be a bit more current, I guess, tell a more have a bit more of that social political commentary, but in this sort of period setting, I think. Yeah, that is definitely on the cards for this one.
for sure. I mean, and like Blitz, if you're unfamiliar with Blitz, like done like an indie film that I know is well received, but most well known for doing like a lot of Beyonce's music videos, which just like stunning visuals, knows how to work with like just like like creating like powerful
Yeah.
just like musical numbers, like really, really good fit for this. And like again, you can just already see it. Like it looks really stunning, like truly and
Mm.
honestly stunning with a capital STUNNING. I spelled that right. Yeah.
Yeah, good spelling. Good spelling.
I'm so tired. Glad I got okay.
Yeah.
So anything, anybody in the cast stand out?
I think you mentioned. I think Fantasia is the one. I think she is, if
Mhm.
anyone is the star of this film, and therefore will probably be in line for Best Actress. Yeah. So I mean, Danielle Brooks. She was obviously in the year where this was up for Tony. She was the one that was picked out as a cast member to be nominated. So potentially she is the front. I didn't see an overemphasis on her. I actually thought Halle Bailey had a bit more
Yeah.
screen time in this trailer. I mean, we probably shouldn't just judge it based on who had the most screen time in the trailer, but it is sometimes important in
Mhm.
terms of sort of deciphering who is going to be the major sort of stars of this film. And Colman Domingo as well looked to have a
Yeah.
pretty cool role for him. So yeah, I'd say those are probably the three out of the cast to look out for.
I mean, yeah, if we're starting to talk about like award stuff, like I think SAG Ensemble is a pretty clear thing. Like I think that this is
Yes.
be a winner. Like this is kind of the cast of the year, if we're being honest.
Probably it looks to be one of the biggest ensembles of the year in
Yeah.
terms of, I mean, Killers of Flower Moon as well. Let's not forget about that. I mean, Banshees broke it last year. You don't need a massive cast, it looks like, to get in. So
Yeah.
I'd say that's another potential. But yeah, Color Purple is probably definitely going to be up there.
It looks huge. I mean, just like the names, the sheer scope, like yeah. And if we just want to talk about a couple other worst things, like Best Picture, we think it's gonna be a really strong contender. Best Director as well, like
Win potential. I'll say win potential.
win
Like
potential.
looking at the film, looking at the potential narratives behind it, looking at the sort of recent years, the trends they've been sort of going for, potentially winning.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we have this and like Killers of the Flower Moon and Past Lives is like kind of our top three right now. And
Yeah.
like, 'cause, yeah, I think that Fantasia Barrino can win. We have her as a number one. I think Danielle Brooks and Lily Gladstone are both really close as the two frontrunners right now in supporting actress. I mean, we'll see if it gets maybe even another supporting actress nom, whether that be like Halle Bailey or Taraji P Henson. Supporting actor, you could look out for Colman Domingo. I mean, and then as far as text, just like
Yeah,
cinematography, editing, production design, costumes. I mean, maybe makeup, sound. Maybe if there's an original song, like this could be a this could be a 10+ nomination film.
it could be. I think the only slight barrier is this has to be well received. It has to get good
Yeah.
reviews, because if it's sort of, you know, mixed positive, potentially Warner Bros could just shaft it. They've got 3 films already: Barbie, June, Color Purple. They're gonna have to drop one for campaigning. It's very unlikely they get 3, and then it just really, I think, becomes a race of, well, which is the one's getting the reviews. And so this
Yeah.
does need reviews that are good.
For sure, for sure. But I think it'll get a review. Like this movie
I
looks
think it
really
would.
good.
Yeah. I don't see why it wouldn't, but
Yeah. So no, it looks really, really good. Very excited to see the film. Very excited about its awards potential. And yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to all the trailers that we're getting. But that is all for this. A bit of a shorter video amidst all of our Cannes coverage, but we just wanted to throw this in and give a little bit of chat about it because it's exciting. It's exciting. So thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, stay safe, everybody. Goodbye. You can follow us at all the things. Anyways, bye now.